It's a lot of time. Music Buzz Live Radio here on World Viral TV. My name is Moose. Thank you very much for tuning in this evening. We've got the lovely ladies of Kannabis Kitty sitting here in the studio joining us. Thank you so much for joining us. We've also got Finn here. You might, our longtime listeners obviously will know who Finn is, recognize his voice, recognize that cute little mug there.
Yes, the balding mug.
The balding mug. I got a hat on for a reason, so you know, hiding the receding hairline.
Just like me.
Got to do what you got to do. The difference between me and Chris, though, is I have a logo on my hat. Chris only wears blank hats.
I never have a logo.
He always wears
blank
hats. Every now and then he'll show up with a new one. It's always blank, though.
Yep.
I like my solid colors. That's how I am with my shirts usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Can't even tell if I'm wearing it 2 days in a row. Doesn't stand out as much.
Right. Unless you get a stain on there, that white shirt.
Yeah.
Little marinara sauce.
Little marinara.
All right, ladies. Heather and Sky, if I'm not mistaken. We'll have you talk right into the mic when you're talking, and let's get things started by just first of all explaining what exactly is it that you do as Kannabis Kitty.
Kannabis Kitty is the new apparel line for all things dope and the premier talent agency for the cannabis community.
Okay.
We have models, dancers, entertainers. We love to promote and get involved with anything. We do a lot of events and festivals and things like that. We love to dance. That's especially us. That's our number one passion. We really want to spread like love and happiness and positivity. We're really about that and networking.
Okay. How many are there in the group?
It varies. Like we have about 10 girls, give or take. And some of them are just promo girls. We have some girls that just do modeling. So, you know, and we have girls that do everything like us. So we were always looking for new girls. So if anyone's interested, you know, hit us up on Facebook.
What has been your best event this summer, would you say?
Oh, that's hard to say.
710 Cup.
So I would think the 710 Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Which
had a
one?
lot of fun there.
The 710 Cup.
The 710 Cup?
Yeah.
Just really happened.
Okay, right on. How about are you guys affiliated with anybody else or strictly independent? And how can people get in contact with you?
We are independent, but like I said, I mean, we are promoters and models, so we are there to work with any kind of companies or products and things like that. So we're affiliated with a lot of different people in that sense, but we are independent as we are our own entity. Like I'm the meowner, and she's the kitten tamer, marketing manager, and designer. Yeah, so we own it. It's our baby.
Awesome.
I explain it to people like this: like I had the baby, and we raised it together. Like she my baby daddy. You know.
Very good. What are your ways of you know, exploiting yourselves as far as how you're getting yourselves out there? Do you guys do ads anywhere?
We haven't done that yet, but social media is obviously, and we're about to launch CannabisKitty.com. That should be up and running. We're actually going to shoot for that tonight. So.
Okay.
So I saw them here on a show, and then I've been following them online, and they're all over. Like they're killing it online, and they're really attractive, and they're super cool, nice people. So that's why they're here.
Thank you so much.
You know,
really appreciate that.
So Kannabis Kitty, what is there a specific strain that you prefer personally? What is it that what does it for you with the weed?
I don't know if I would say a specific strain. Like I don't know. That's trying to make me kind of like trying to make me pick a favorite song. You know what I mean? It's like there's just too many to choose from that I really love and like really touch my soul. It's the same with strains.
Okay.
But,
are you an indica girl?
Are you a slouch into the couch indica girl, or are you get up and go sativa girl?
I really honestly like a hybrid, just because like if I had too much indica, I'm gonna be sluggish, and then if I had too much sativa, it might be a little bit too much anxiety for me. I'm already got enough energy going on in here, so.
Right on. And I think it's cool that we can now have these conversations that are knowledgeable about marijuana, because I feel like before it was legal and before you had a choice of what you wanted when you're just calling up your dealer on the phone, you're not like, hey man, you got a sativa?
No,
I want a
not.
mid-grade sativa. No, there wasn't any of that until probably the last few years. I didn't even know the difference between an indica and a sativa. Right. And I feel that there's a lot of people that are in the same boat. But now, you know, I walk into the dispensary and I'm like, I want this and this and this. Oh, and give me a pre-roll. You know what you want now, and that wasn't there before. It was just it was blind.
Yep. Do you own a red? Do you guys have your red cards? Do you guys still go to the medical direction because you can get edibles and shatter about that? What compared to rack, you know, the choices are kind of limited.
Right. Yeah.
For me, it's really just about being able to support the medical community. You know, if I can have my red card, I'm definitely going to do that.
Sure.
Okay.
So that's good.
So what's the condition that got you a red card? If you don't mind me asking, is it insomnia?
Back pain.
All the above.
It was all of the above. He was like, "You can stop listing now for me." I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "How many plants do you want?"
You're a shoo-in.
So obviously, marijuana and music run hand in hand. Have you guys? I mean, obviously, finding gigs. I mean, how do you go about doing that? I mean, do you find that that you need to fit in a certain place, or you guys can just go anywhere?
We can go anywhere.
We're chameleons.
Yeah.
We really pride ourselves in that. You know, I mean, we can fit in anywhere. And, like, I've been in the entertainment industry for a really long time, and I've been going in and out of every genre. And so when I met her and we linked up, we were just, like, soul sisters. So, yeah, and we've really been able to, you know, go in and out of each group, and we, like you said, we're really cool, and we try to be cool. Like, we try to be cool with everyone is what I mean. You know, we try to be nice to everyone and keep the peace. And yeah, you can sit with us and spread the positivity. And like, we want everyone to feel like we don't have to have all these lines and barriers like your clique, your clique. No, let's all love each other. One.
Dig it.
And you'd be surprised about how many of these industries overlap each other.
So
like
many.
so many
Yeah.
of them.
Like all of them. Like
Yeah.
there's tons of people
Really,
smoke
I
weed.
mean,
These two
Yeah.
especially.
Music,
For sure.
weed, beer,
Yeah,
music.
exactly.
You know.
Have dispensaries came to you guys and say, "Hey, we want some exclusivity here," or you guys would do that? You guys are your own entity.
We would not
No.
do that. No.
Probably a good
No,
idea.
that would be crazy. No, we wouldn't do that. No, because Kannabis Kitty is a brand, like, you know, it's our baby. Like, we're spreading it as far as we want it to go, or as far as it can go, you know, because it's not just about the shirts or the
You
models.
guys leave swag around at all dispensaries, and that'd be a cool kind of a start to kind of have that logo presented somewhere, stickers, swag, whatnot. Do you guys have that?
We have left some stickers and stuff like during the 420 weekend, but
Cool.
So, you two, and maybe you also being in the industry, might have some something to say on this. You guys have any dirt on any celebrities or famous people that you've seen buying weed or smoked weed with in an alley?
in an alley. Why's it gotta be an alley?
Well, it doesn't have to be. I just, you know, I'm trying to paint a picture for the listeners, you know,
Yeah,
so they
yeah.
can be like, "Oh my God, this is getting good."
Yeah, you know, I'll leave. I'm just gonna leave names out, just you know, for their sake. But yeah, there was definitely some local celebrities that I've because I don't smoke, but I do on occasion for you know, obviously with certain people definitely. But I was very surprised how quickly one of these local celebrities that I thought was a big pot smoker. Turns out that really wasn't. I mean, the whole thing was going for them. All bells and whistles. I mean, they looked like they did. The whole thing. Even talked like they.
Wasn't Tommy Chong, was it?
No, it's good old Tommy. No, but it was a one-hitter quitter, and he was completely beside himself, stoned, and couldn't function. And I was pretty amazed by how quickly it changed.
Okay.
I would love to say his name. I don't think he'd be too happy about it. But yeah, it's been pretty interesting to say the least. And you know, Tommy Chong has been a great advocate for something like Cannasaver, for example. He's now their spokesperson for this stuff now too.
And he was here in the next room, which was pretty cool. And I heard he's moving here. Is that
He's smart if he does.
Yeah, my understanding
He could make
is,
a lot of money in Denver right
For
now.
sure.
I don't know. I don't think there's a
Why
single
isn't it
business in the entire
already?
in the
Yeah.
entire industry that would not hire Tommy Chong to be their spokesperson.
Absolutely. No, I think one of his kids goes to school here, and I think he's trying to either get a house here or something of that nature. But you know what blows my mind is when I met him the first time, I had no idea that he was from Canada.
Oh, Canada.
I didn't know that.
He's from Alberta. Yeah,
Very
no
nice.
idea that he was.
Love Canadians.
Right on. Where are you girls from
I love
originally?
Canadians. They're awesome.
Yeah.
Are you guys
Hey.
Denver natives?
No.
No.
Where you guys-
Transplants?
Yes, we
Indeed.
are. Yes.
From where?
Utah.
Utah. All right.
I'm from Texas.
What
Nice.
part of Texas are you from?
I moved here from Dallas, but I'm originally from a small town in East Texas. So
Okay. And what
Nice.
part of Utah?
Just like by the Utah-Idaho border.
Okay.
Like middle of nowhere.
Two
College
couple small town girls
yeah,
up in
we
here.
are small town girls.
Do you
Alright.
see
Small town
Utah?
world.
Do you see Utah kind of going to the medical direction just because of their certain?
It seems like
stuff
aren't
that have?
they working that out right now?
I don't know. I don't know if they were. I just with
Or
the
was it
crazy laws.
just the gay marriage? Because I know they're in the same boat as Colorado on that road. They're trying to strike down the ban on gay marriage, and which
Yeah.
I thought was
crazy.
Yeah.
It's great, and it's good to see a state like that progressing.
I don't know if they're doing it the same way, like, the clerk of court in Boulder is just still issuing licenses and, doing it that way. I don't know. But when I went to Utah, I was blown away by the fact that Jägermeister is a hallucinogenic.
What?
Pretty much.
Is that right?
Yeah. Like, you can't buy kegs and...
Oh, no, you can't buy kegs. I mean, you used to not be able to buy alcohol even on Sunday. You couldn't buy liquor in a regular bar.
Right.
And you
So, I
used...
mean,
Sorry to cut you off.
No.
I was there, well, it was several years ago now. It was probably like 6 years ago. But you couldn't, in the bar, you couldn't have 2 drinks in front of you at the same time. So
Double
you couldn't
fist.
have a
Yeah.
beer and a shot at the
Couldn't
same
do
time.
that. Can't do that. And then there was something along the lines of that so kegs are out, but then it's after 9 o'clock, right? It's done, right?
Well, I don't know what the time frame is now, but I mean, yeah, it's...
And in Texas, you can buy beer at the gas station that's not 3-2. Which is
Well,
awesome. But the
not
liquor
where I grew up. It
No?
was a dry county, but
Okay.
in Dallas you could. So
When I lived in Houston, I remember but the liquor stores closed at 9, but right? But it was an earlier time than
I
it is
think
here.
No, I don't think
No?
it's 9.
It's
I
not
think
9?
that's crazy. It's like
Okay.
10:30 or
10,
something.
10:30, okay. But it's not midnight.
No, it wasn't midnight for sure. I know that. I do know that.
That's cool. That's cool. But you guys are here to stay. You're not going anywhere.
No.
No, not for a while. I mean,
You gotta
Colorado.
travel, but
Yeah, and I mean it's so beautiful here. I mean, just everything, the mountains, the sky, the people, the sky.
So what's the dating game like for you girls in this industry? Can guys hang?
We're just talking about this like all of our lives. No.
Yeah.
Plead the fifth.
There you go.
That might have been the best answer you could have fucking given right
She,
there.
Fair
she
enough.
pulled it right out too.
Yeah.
Dude. She wasted no time with the 5th. Man. That was awesome.
No, I'm sure there's a lot of guys that couldn't get down with their girl being a Kannabis Kitty model, going out to events all the time.
No?
Yeah, I mean, we do something different. We're doing something that no one else is doing right now. So I mean, unless you're innovative, unless your brain is progressive, it's gonna be hard for you.
And it's I feel like it's kind of in a lot of ways like when you're in the entertainment industry or music or anything like that, it's if you're gonna date somebody, you really got to date somebody that's on the same page.
Very
You know.
true.
Yeah.
Very,
How quickly
very
that
true.
can change, where they think they can have.
Oh my God, yes. They get blinded by the light, and
Yeah,
then they're
right.
like, "Oh my God, shit's reality."
Shit's reality.
Yeah, you're a real person? No way.
It's like, look, dude, like you got to be able to hang, or this is my job.
And you have to be able to keep up with the smoking. Like, if you can't keep up with
That.
the smoking, then you definitely can't hang.
That was my
Like,
next question. So, I mean, how often do you guys partake daily, weekly?
Oh, wow.
All the
On the
time.
daily,
Hours.
on the Reggie. Yeah, I don't
Like-
even know. It's hard to guesstimate that.
We usually like to say that we're not high enough or something.
Yeah,
so we
I,
need to,
that's,
like,
I say that a lot.
more
Sure.
high.
Yeah, when things are usually bothering us when they're not high.
How high did you have to get to come to this interview?
Actually, not that high.
Yeah,
Like,
you don't
this
look
is
high.
cool.
Because
Like,
this is like this is an enjoyable experience,
yeah,
right? You know.
exactly. So yeah, other things not so much, So, but I mean, I start off the day with a hit.
Right.
I feel weird if I'm not. So, start it off and end it with the bowl right beside my
So,
head.
what is on the horizon's next event? Higher Ground Music Festival, perhaps?
The Denver County Fair, is that correct?
We are going to be working there. We're actually going to be working with Culture Magazine.
Awesome.
Yeah, at their at the booth at the Pot Pavilion. They're going to have like a little smoking section, and it says pot on the map. I loved that. Like, it just says pot.
Yeah.
I thought that was awesome.
That's why Denver's awesome.
I know, right?
All right. Well, one more time, where can people get a hold of you and check you out online?
We're going to be launching the website. Like I said, we're shooting for that tonight, so hopefully in the next week, cannabiskitty.com. That's cannabis with a K.
Okay.
Or facebook.com/cannabiskitty and at the Cannabis Kitty on Instagram.
All right. Sounds good, ladies. Any last words? Any shout outs? Anybody? Any hi moms? Any fuck yous?
Thanks to all our haters.
Yeah.
Very good.
All right.
Works.
Hey,
Well, thank you so much for coming down, Chris. You got something?
Yeah, I was going to ask, we do this segment called Hack It or Axe It, where we vote on a couple songs. Do you want to join us in a couple minutes and do that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Sure, definitely.
Yes, the way it works is it's great. We get submissions for songs, bands that want to be on the program. We play their songs, and it usually turns out that I'm the dick that axes everybody out, and then everybody else is like, oh, I kind of like that song. But anyway, we talk about songs, we put them on the playlist, or we send them home. So we're going to do that here in a few minutes. But right now we're going to play a couple songs that are already on the playlist. You've been listening with the Kannabis Kitty here on Music Buzz Live Radio. Sky, Heather, thank you so much for coming down. You girls are awesome. We will be back in just a few minutes here on World Viral TV.